guys, in this video I wanted to kind of go over the plans that I have for my upcoming Disney trip. We're going to Disney World in about 3 weeks, and I've been preparing for it for a while now, but now I just kind of getting down to nitty and gritty of the trip, so I kind of wanted to share that with you and see how I plan our trip. For us, this is a shorter trip. It is 7 nights, and we will be spending 6 full days at the park, as well as attending a Very Merry Christmas Party, which is a first for us. We have never done that. We have done the Mickey's Not So Scary, a Halloween party, but we haven't done the Christmas party. So we're super excited, and so I wanted to kind of share that with you. We are staying at, let's get back to the beginning. Originally, I was gonna stay for 5 nights, and it was all gonna be at Coronado Springs, and I had booked that a long time ago, like I think it was last November still. And then back in May, there were some sales on flights, so we had managed to get flights flying out of Toronto versus out of Buffalo, which tends to be significantly cheaper, but this worked out better for us to fly out of Toronto. It is only 45 minutes away, so it was great. The price was great, but I had to add on an extra night, simply because the flight was leaving on a Tuesday night at like 8:50 versus what I was planning on leaving is early Wednesday morning. The price of a ticket was worth adding an extra night. Now, unfortunately, when that came about, I could not get a night at Coronado Springs anymore. So I ended up booking at All Star Sport. We are simply just sleeping there, gonna have breakfast, head over to the parks the next day type of thing. So I wasn't too concerned as to where I was staying. And with free transportation from the airport, it made most sense to go and stay on a Disney property. Then they ended up canceling our flight back on the Monday, and offering us an earlier flight, but I had planned the whole day at the park for that day since our flight originally was late at night. So then I ended up adding another night to that. So overall, it still did not cost us, the flights were really a good deal, so it did not cost us a whole of a lot more to add another night. Luckily, I was able to add another night at Coronado Springs. So yeah, let's get into my planning so I can kind of run down everything that we're doing. So first, these are just my notes that I have been writing so I don't forget what I want to tell you. And then this is my rough copy of my plan. So I usually start on a piece of paper like this, and I write out all the days that we're staying, and I write down kind of where I think I want to go each day. I check, I use Touring Plan, so I check for crowd levels and things like that, and they usually have pretty good hours way ahead of time prediction, so I can look at that. And then once I knew when the Very Merry Christmas Party was, I added that to the plan. And then once the hours started to be more confirmed as to what the park hours were going to be, then I made some changes as to where I'm gonna go each night. We like to hit 2 different parks usually per day, taking a midday break. Now, every other time that we have gone, we've gone through the summer, so it was really hot and we had to have that midday break. Looking at temperatures right now, it's still warm, but it's not hot, so maybe we won't be needing those midday breaks, but I have planned for those in here. So let me show you another thing that I use for my planning, and that is this book binder. I will link below on my Disney World planning binder what's in here and things like that, so you can have a look at that. And I'm also this year, just so I have it handy with me, I have created a little bit of a plan in my day planner that I use all the time. And where's, okay, so, and I had actually purchased some decorative stickers from My Little Sheep, or I'll link it below. Pretty Sheepy, I think it is. So we start here. Then I started a list of things I need to pack and things I need to remember to buy and things like that. And then I had just decorated the whole section with the parks that we are attending on that day. So this is because I look at this non-stop throughout the day. It's a nice way just to have it here as well. Okay, so let's get started. So we fly out very late at night. I am still working that day, and my children are going to school. My husband's gonna pick them up from school instead of taking a bus, and as soon as they come home, change, we're off. We're grabbing dinner at the airport. It makes the time pass faster since we have to be there 3 hours prior. I am planning on only packing us in the carry-ons. This will be a challenge for me, but that is the goal. Everybody's gonna have their own carry-on and a backpack. That's it. Because I want to get to the airport, I want to take my stuff and go to the Magical Express. That's the plan. So once we get to Orlando, we are using the transportation provided by Disney, and we are gonna go off to All-Star Sport, where we're gonna spend the night. And I'm gonna let the kids sleep in that day a little bit, because we had the same flight through the summer when we were going and staying at Pop Century, and we didn't get to our hotel till about 2. Now our flight was a little bit delayed, but being that they're teenagers, I'm just gonna give them a chance to sleep, where I'm gonna go and explore the resort, because I've never stayed at this resort. So I want to kind of have a look around and things like that, maybe do a tour video or whatnot. And then we're gonna grab breakfast, or like a late breakfast, and we're gonna head over to Animal Kingdom. We have some fast passes at Animal Kingdom. We have Navi River, Expedition, and Dinosaur. I thought for sure I wasn't gonna get the Flight of Passage, and I had to rearrange my plan, because the first day that I got the Flight of Passage was the Monday, that we're the last day, that we're last full day at the park. So, but anyway, so I've got those here, and so we're gonna get there, kind of explore Pandora. I want to walk around, whatnot, maybe, or maybe even go and see if we can get on some of the other rides, depending on what my kids want to do. I'm just gonna kind of let them lead the way, what they want to do. And then we're planning on having a later lunch in Yak and Yeti. So before I forget, we are not doing, I had purchased a quick service dining plan this time around, because we have always had sit down meals every time, and this time I just wanted to have maybe one sit down and the rest quick service, so my whole day doesn't revolve around my dining reservation. I just really wanted us to focus on the things at the park. We usually prefer sit down, because it's a nice break, it's air conditioned, it's, you know, sit down about an hour or so, enjoy a good meal and things like that. But this time around I want to try it this way and see how we like it this way. We haven't had a chance to try a lot of quick services, because we always have a dining reservation. So yeah, so we'll have Yak and Yeti for quick service, and then we'll do our fast passes, and our last fast pass is it's between 3:20 and 4:20. Then I'm thinking we're just still gonna continue hanging around at Pandora, kind of explore. It's new for us. We do love Animal Kingdom to begin with. Probably do the bug Stuff to Be a Bug show, because we like that one. It's a fun one. Not sure whether we're gonna do Kali River Rapids. probably gonna try maybe do safari. I do have a reservation later, so it just kind of see how things are, and we're not big on waiting in lines, so I'd rather just do my fast passes and see what I can make after my 3 are done, and take it from there. And then our plan is to have dinner as well at Satu'li Lounge at Pandora, because I've watched many videos and the menu really appeals to us, so we want to try that. And then the park closes at 8, so, and I have never done this, and I'm gonna try to make it to Epcot because I want to go and set up the van services that they provide now, and you have to go to a deluxe resort. So we want to go to the Epcot, maybe catch the fireworks, maybe catch a ride if possible. We don't have any fast passes for Soarin' or Test Track, and those are 2 of our favorites, so maybe see if we can catch one of those. I have no idea how long it's gonna take me to get there. Maybe I'm not gonna be able to, but that's the plan. And then I'm gonna go to Beach Club or Yacht Club or Boardwalk and see if I can set up for the transportation, the vans. Now, I'm not planning on using those. I was really hoping that they would have had the express bus service still, but they had stopped doing that. Now they do the vans, but we had figured the cost would have been about the same if I used the van once a day versus using it, paying for the express service. So that's the plan. What will happen, I will let you know once I finish my trip and how it went. So then on Thursday, the next day, the plan is to go to Magic Kingdom. We have our one and only sit-down reservation at Crystal Palace. We have never eaten here for breakfast, so that's a new one for us. We also have reservation fast passes for Seven Dwarfs, the Thunder Mountain Railroad, and Jingle Cruise. So those are in between the reservation, so we're planning to get there for the opening, maybe try and get on some rides, maybe do Pirates of the Caribbean or Splash Mountain depending on the temperature, and then do the railroad, and then go for dinner, go for breakfast. And then we have Jungle Cruise after that and Seven Dwarfs after that. Now this is the day the Magic Kingdom closes at 4. So we will take a break at that point and go back to our resort. That's the plan. And then head over to, after our rest for an hour or so, head over to Hollywood Studios for the Jingle Bam Rock to watch the fireworks. And then see what's available as far as the fast passes go for that. Maybe there won't be any, we'll see. The plan for eating is at Crystal Palace for breakfast. Now breakfast is at 10:35, so it is a late breakfast. So I'm thinking me and my husband most likely won't need lunch, or maybe just do a snack. My kids, I don't know how they'll be. Sometimes they're hungry, sometimes they're not. So play by ear. And then the dinner, we're gonna go to Backlot Express at Hollywood Studios. Now also what I want to mention, I had for the second time for my trip, I have used Garden Grocer, and I really like it. They deliver it, the cast members bring it and put it in our fridge what needs to be put in the fridge. It's great. If for some reason they can't deliver it, they'll keep it in our fridge at their location where they keep that stuff, and we can just pick it up. So I had ordered some snacks and breakfast items and some drinks just so we have it in our room, as well as water. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, that when we get up early in the morning, my kids can just have a yogurt or something, because our breakfast is until 10:35. So yeah, so then moving on to Friday, we're back at Animal Kingdom, and the plan is to get there before opening and try to get on the Flight of Passage. I heard that it's worth waiting in line because the queue is awesome, so that's the plan. And then I have Fast Pass again for Navi River, and I also have the Expedition. Expedition is my kid's favorite, so I have to have that one. And then Safari. We've done the night safari the year before. The year before that, we've done the day safari, so we decided to do the day safari here. So we're planning on having breakfast at Satu'li Lounge, and then lunch at Harambe, and then I'm not quite sure for dinner because this is the night for a Very Merry Christmas party. So depending on when we finish at Animal Kingdom, our last Fast Pass is ends at 12:55. So not sure if we're still gonna stick around at Animal Kingdom or head back. If we do head back, the plan is to go over to Wilderness Lodge, so to have dinner at one of their lounges. Take a boat from there to Contemporary or a monorail from there to Poly or Grand Floridian. We want to check out all the decorations, so we're not set as to where we're gonna eat. So that's open up in the air. And then Very Merry Christmas party for the rest of the night, which is what I'm looking forward to the most, I think. So the next day, we're at Hollywood Studios, and again, plan is to get there nice and early, but with teenagers, it's hard to get them out of bed, and we have actually never done like a rope drop or getting to the park early since they've been teenagers, because it's just, it doesn't work out. We do stay up quite late, so maybe that's it, but because we don't have a Rock and Roller Coaster Fast Pass, this might be a good incentive to get up and try and get that first thing in the morning. We, however, have Toy Story, Tower of Terror, and Star Tours. That's the Saturday morning. We're planning on having breakfast in the room from the groceries, and then lunch at Fairfax Fair, and then Magic Kingdom is open late till midnight that day, and so we're planning on having our midday break and then heading over to Magic Kingdom. And for dinner, we're planning on eating at Peco Bell's. On Sunday, we're at Epcot, and we'd like to try the French bakery for breakfast. We've never done that before. And we only have one Fast Pass, which is Frozen. And then I just want to kind of take it easy. If the kids want to go on some rides that are available or the waits are not long, they can. We're planning on doing the Chippendale Around the World, or what is it? It's like the passport, like they have at Food and Wine and Flower and Garden, where you look for clues and collect stickers and then you get a prize. So I think I'm gonna set that up for them to do, and then I want to try some food from the booths, so they'll probably we'll do for lunch and stuff, and then just walk around and explore, look at all the Christmas decorations and things like that. And then I don't have any plans for the night. We would like to go back, maybe hang out at the pool if the weather is okay, and then maybe go to Disney Springs and check out what they have for Christmas and grab dinner there. So it's quite open. I don't have anything planned for that night. And then for our last day, we're at Magic Kingdom, and again, we're gonna try and get there for the opening. We have a dining reservation at 9:35 at Be Our Guest, which is a quick service, but you need a dining reservation. It is one of our favorites, one of our favorite places to eat. And then the plan was to spend the whole day at Magic Kingdom, but because I couldn't get a Fast Pass for the Flight of Passage until Monday, I have decided to split it up. So we'll probably head over to Animal Kingdom after lunch, and for lunch we're thinking about doing Casey's Corner, just a quick lunch, and then our Flight of Passage Fast Pass is at 3. So, and we also have another Expedition Fast Pass and Rivers of Light. I have not seen Rivers of Light before. Last time it was the Jungle Book one that when we were, so looking forward to that. And then we have no plans for dinner. We'll either eat at Animal Kingdom or we'll head back to Magic Kingdom because it's open till 11. And if we haven't looked at the Christmas decorations, we might do that a bit. So really no plans for that night. And that is why I wanted to set up the transportation with the minivan, because just to get at least once from one place to the other a little faster. So this trip we're doing a lot of new firsts for us. We haven't eaten in a lot of these quick service place locations. Very Merry Christmas parties first for us. Rivers of Lights is first for us. So I'm looking forward to all this stuff. So hopefully the weather will be good. Hopefully the flights aren't going to be delayed, and go from there. So okay, well, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks for watching.